Hey guys, this is Peak Sincerity's number 4. This is the one I just got a few days ago and rehoused. Seems to be liking its enclosure. It's not spending much time in its burrow, which is fine. I just opened the lid and it was over here and it totally gave me a threat posture. So anyways, I'm going to drop a roach so it doesn't come out. I don't know if it's going to eat, but we'll try. And there she goes. There you go. Try to do this on video. That's why we always have a catch cup handy. There he is, or she is. Yeah, when I opened the lid, it was on this side of the enclosure, up here. I kind of freaked it out a little bit. It didn't, you know, scamper away or anything, but it got quite defensive and very nervous. Obviously, as you've seen that, I dropped the roach in and it took off. It's always a good idea. I meant to mention it on my smaller enclosures, especially with like the OBTs, anything that's a boreal. Excuse me. If you have a, what's the word for it? Like some of those little breeder boxes that I have, they, you know, they're very low, which is good for, you know, certain teas, so there's not a long drop if they're to fall. But you don't want to open the lid and the tea be under there. For one, you could get bit, or they could scamper off and you know, get out. 2, you could freak the tea out, and 3, it can drop. So main thing is, like, that just happened. I stayed fairly calm. Your adrenaline does get going, but the tea's freaked out. It's nervous. It's, you know, panicking. You don't panic, because if you panic, then you're gonna get hurt, or the tea's gonna get hurt. But anyways, I'm going to get this guy back in and see if I can, I don't know if I can be able to do it on video because I don't have the cup. Anyways, I'll pause you, I'll put on the tripod, and then I'll go from there. 1 second. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm not sure how good that is, but I'm just going to put this one back in. The roach is in there, so I'm just going to leave it because it's not going to eat right now. Possibly it'll eat a little bit later. Actually, I'm going to get my extra long brush because I don't want to get my fingers too close to this thing. So anyways, here we go again. And that's why I was saying before about I would have liked this enclosure to be a little bit bigger, because when these things go, they go. And, you know, it's better. Sometimes they just go in bursts where they'll panic and then they'll stop. But if they're in a smaller enclosure, they, you know, their bursts, they don't have enough space, so they just go up and over like you've seen. Anyways, let's try to get him out. I'll cover this a little bit so he doesn't come up the other side. And that's what I don't like about these. I can't see through it, which is fine. But yeah, this is going to be fun. And what happens is these guys, they get comfortable when you first rehouse them. Sorry guys, I'm putting a lid on it. When you first rehouse them, they're not as, you know, they tend to be calm. You know, you think, oh, they're pretty good. But once they get used to their little environment, they start laying their web and whatnot. Not that they're territorial, but they get comfortable. And you know, that's when they tend to get more defensive and more bold, I guess is the word for it. Anyways, I'm going to pause it and we'll move on to the next guy.